The sponsors, Nissan, along with a big crowd here, hoping that it is a final which is fitting and distinguishes the end of this competition, which has run since 1961. The Mallorca team, very similar to the one that played against Chelsea. Here's LAZIO, plays right back, number 14. On to Biagini. LAZIO playing from right to left, and that was a swinger from Stankovic, and there were two of those, by the way, one on each side, but they're not related. That was Vieri. Now Pancaro playing at right back tonight, although he has been playing on the left in Serie A. This is Salas. There's the first shot of the match.
We mentioned Stankovic, he had a swinger just then, Mallorcan left-sided midfielder, with his right foot, and that wasn't so good, but I was very impressed with him against Chelsea. Crossed the ball for Biagini's goal, and the blow for the commentary team is that both Stankovic's are playing on the same side, so I'll leave it to you to sort out when they get close to each other, John.
Yes, Dejan Stankovic of LAZIO is only 20 years old. His counterpart, Jovan, is 28 on the Mallorcan side. But there, as I said, there's no relation, except that both used to play for Red Star Belgrade. And we all know who that is, of course. Marcelo Salas. You're quite right that Manchester United looked very hard at him. In fact, Alex Ferguson went to Argentina to see him play for River Plate. Here comes Vieri with Siviero, the defender, and Vieri trying to bustle him to one side, but he's got quite a physical presence, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's not the quickest as far as acceleration. Once he gets in his stride, though, he is strong. I was a bit surprised Siviero there seemed to be, as it's knocked over, whether he was waiting for a shout from his keeper, whether he was going to come out, because he was reluctant to knock it back.
There's Almeida in midfield for LAZIO. Now for Valle, the left back. They've got Nedved on this side as well. You'll spot him in a minute, number 18, who played so wonderfully well for the Czech Republic in Euro 96. This is Loren, the right-sided player for Mallorca. Then it was Ibagaza to Biagini. Now Ngonga looking for Stankovic. Referee says play on there. This is Almeida. A lot of Argentines on the pitch tonight, and several of them played against England, or certainly two or three did. Almeida was one of them. And nobody needs to be reminded, of course, that as well as him, they've got the Mallorca have got the Argentine goalkeeper on the field, who played with Almeida in France '98. Nedved now looking for Vieri. It's a bit long. There he is, Carlos Roa. Came out to have a good long look at the goal mouths last night before the training really started. It's a good pitch, isn't it, Trevor, for this stage of the season?
Yeah, a lot of the Premiership grounds now have lasted very well. I think they've been sprinkling it today, and one or two of the players have been wearing the rubber moulded boots, and I think they find it a bit slippery. One or two have fallen over as they've just gone to play the ball.
This is LAZIO. Almeida got a foot in. Mallorca have made terrific progress the last 2 years. They were only promoted 2 seasons ago. Got to the Spanish Cup final, lost to Barcelona, and still qualified, of course, because Barcelona are in the Champions League. Now here's Biagini, played in by Ibagaza. Biagini again. Got Danny to his left. And that's Roberto Mancini, number 10 for LAZIO. Ngonga. There he is again. Marcelino. And this is LAZIO. Oh, he's come inside Nedved very well there. But couldn't take on the second man, who was Almeida. And this is Mancini with a good ball out, sending Salas down the left. Vieri moves across to the far side of the area with his armour. 2 or 3 others joining, but only slowly. That was no sort of ball, really, by Salas for Nedved. Didn't give the defender any real problem. Here's for Valley. Vieri closes in again, but once more the cross is overhit, and it comes out on the far side for a throw-in.
They had plenty of time there, well overhit. Thought they were unlucky if Mallorca further forward. Olazola was brought down and put by Nedved. They didn't get the free kick, and on the counter-attack, fortunately Lazio didn't make too much of it.
Sven-Goran Eriksson, by the way, is coach here in his 5th European final. He's lost 3 of the previous 4, but did win the UEFA Cup a long time ago with Gothenburg. That header was by Biagini. Now, this is Danny with, Mr. Benko getting in the way, puts his hand up to acknowledge that he passed the ball rather nicely to Soler. Here's Ngonga. Stankovic who made the run down the left. That's the Mallorca Stankovic. Jovan, whose left foot is one of their most telling weapons, and Danny in the centre, as Martin O'Neill said, has been watched by an awful lot of top sides. Lazio supporters in good voice. Here's Miguel Soler for Mallorca. Stankovic. Soler goes again, and that's Mihailovic. Got Yugoslavs and Argentines playing against each other tonight in this multinational final. Here comes Vieri closing in on Marcelino. Oh, Vieri! Oh, what a goal! Oh, Christian Vieri puts Lazio in the lead after only 6 minutes. And where were this tight Mallorcan defence there, I want to know. There's a fan on the pitch waving a shirt, and this is an unexpected moment. A long diagonal ball, and they seem to lose him here. Vieri gets up above his marker, and it goes over the goalkeeper, who gets a despairing hand and can't keep it out, Trevor.
Super header, a looping one. Roa caught in halfway house, really. Went just beyond his 6-yard box, realised he wasn't going to get there. Look, you can see him there, and he's then having to backpedal, but a looping header, never going to get back in time, just palmed it into the back of the net. It was a great long pass as well by Pancaro, the right back.
Well, Vieri, who played against Aston Villa last season in the UEFA Cup for Atletico Madrid, played in the World Cup for Italy, then got injured and was out for quite a long time this season. He's come back strong here for Lazio. He missed a lot of chances in the semi-final, but he didn't miss that one. And it really was a good climb, and as you say, a header that the goalkeeper touched. But it's first blow here to the Italians in less than 7 minutes, and Roa has to pick the ball out the net.
If Roa stayed on his line, the distance from the header, he wouldn't have got beaten. And Vieri, good instinct, typical goal scorer, knew that it started to come and knew he had to get height to clear him early on. And once he cleared him, there was no way back.
Lazio, who lost the UEFA Cup final last year to Inter Milan, take the lead in this European final. And Mallorca, we're going to find out now what they're like coming from behind. We didn't have a chance to find that out against Chelsea. This is Loren.
Well, they're not prolific goal scorers. I wouldn't think it's often that they've conceded a goal in Europe as early as the 6th minute. So they are now, I think, going to just have to rediscover a little bit of that belief and spirit, because that must have knocked them back on their heels.
Only the 5th they've conceded in 9 European ties. Here's Miguel Soler. Stankovic. This is little ball in by Ibergaza. Soler is still forward. Stankovic tackled by Mancini, and a free kick's been given to Real Mallorca. Well, they'll want to put this right sooner rather than later. Stankovic will take it with his left foot, there's no question about that. Marcelino has come forward, so has... oh, the referee's not happy. So has Siviero, the number 4. 2 tall fellas from the back. And Lazio have pulled everybody back to defend. Fourth to come in on the cross. A lot of pushing and shoving in there. Danny trying to find some room. Well defended by the Italian players. What a start in what was many people felt would be a tight game, but Lazio have made the first statement. Here's Marcelino. He didn't look comfortable, neither did his defensive partner when that cross came in. There were two of them there, but Vieri outwitted them and outjumped them. This is Soler. Danny is down the middle. Stankovic goes left. There's a chance here perhaps for Danny! Oh, it's the equaliser! It's Danny for Real Mallorca. Inside 11 minutes we've had 2 goals.